This meeting is now being recorded.
Okay, so today what we're going to do is we'll just do some quick introductions of who's here in the room, then some quick updates of important things we hope you saw, and then Chris is going to talk a little bit about the Affordable Care Act follow-up survey that we just sent out in the update yesterday, and we want you all to help us with. So I am Emily Kinsella. I'm the section manager for WWC. This is...
Hi, I'm Chris McCracken, program coordinator.
And then we have hired a new program coordinator to replace Laura Martinez, who left in December to go to nursing school full-time. So her name is Nicole Brosser, and I'll let Nicole just say a little bit about herself.
So hi everyone, as Emily said, my name is Nicole Brosser. I was very recently hired on. This is all of my third day, so definitely still getting up to speed, but I look forward to working with you all in the future. I know a lot of you, or some of you were already on the Wise Woman call, so I'll kind of spare you the rambling about myself too much, but in addition to being new to the position, I am relatively new to Colorado, but I have worked in breast cancer and women's health in a couple of different settings before. So hopefully I will be able to meet some of you in due time.
And I'm Sarah Destrab, the program assistant.
Ivy Hunt, program coordinator.
Angie Fellers-Lemire, nurse consultant.
And Grace Franklin, family planning coordinator, but I work part-time with WWC.
Yay! So just a couple quick updates of things that have been in the update, the WWC update newsletter, but just want to make sure you all didn't miss. One is we have revised the consent form, the combined WWC Clinical Services Care Coordination consent form, primarily to get rid of checkboxes. So now it's just bullets, because there was question, an issue of if they hadn't checked the boxes, what did that mean? And we also changed some language on there. Originally, we sort of unintentionally wrote you could only consent to one program, but we changed the language to say they can consent to either program for which they're eligible. So just hopefully streamlining it, making it easier for you. It didn't really change the content dramatically, so if you have a complete consent for your client already filled out, you don't need to reconsent them unless they're changing programs or you have a new client. But we would encourage you to use the new one, and we'll get it translated in the near future into other languages. So wanted to let you know that. You all, in the last few weeks, probably have been getting a lot of emails from us and from our contracting staff. There's a lot of beeps, sorry. We made our mid-year budget adjustments for both WWC Clinical Services and WWC Care Coordination, so try to keep those separate in your head. It's a little bit hard for everybody, including us, but if you have any questions about what happened there, contact Chris and Ivy, and they can walk you through it. The other thing, just to let you know, we ran the bill run on Tuesday, but then I believe it was Valleywide pointed out that it was wrong. Thank you. So there were some bugs in our data system, so we had to redo the bill run yesterday. You all should have hopefully gotten an email about that this morning, but just FYI, if you are anxious and ran your bill run on Tuesday, it may have changed yesterday. So pull it again today to just make sure you have the most current. I don't know what was going on, but something wrong was going on. And then heads up, and I forgot to do this on the Wise Woman call, we are having a really exciting conference, which Grace is planning, in Breckenridge, right, that's official now, May 16th, 17th, and 18th. So mark your calendars. The save the date went out, but it's going to be Wise Woman topics, WWC topics, and family planning topics. And a little bit of mix of both, some clinical stuff, some administrative stuff, something for everybody. So we hope to see you there. It was super fun last year, so we're going to have fun again this year. I think those are my updates.
Great.
Questions on those? I can hear someone talking. So *6 to mute yourself. If we have problems with it, I might have to mute everybody. Okay. I'm going to mute everybody. Sorry. I'm hearing someone's conversation.
All guests have been muted. You can unmute your line by pressing *6.
Okay, hi everyone. If you have a question or comment during the remainder of the HIT call, please use *6 on your phone, and that will unmute you. So, today I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're calling the ACA follow-up survey, the Affordable Care Act follow-up survey, and it's so I'm going to talk a little bit about why we're doing it, some of those logistics and timeline, and then answer any questions you might have about it. So the reason we're doing this, and the reason we're here, let me kind of back up why we're calling it the follow-up survey, is that some of you may remember in the fall of 2013, before the implementation of the Affordable Care Act in January 2014, we sent out a survey and to all of our clinical services agencies, asking a ton of questions. We had 40 questions on that survey. One of the things we've learned this time is don't ask so many questions. So I can tell you this time we only have 27 questions. So what we asked last time were things like, are you using an EHR, electronic health record? Do you bill Medicaid? What other insurance entities do you bill? We asked, are you screening women for their eligibility for Medicaid before you screen them for WWC? I mean, we asked a boatload of questions last time. And so this time, what we want to do, and to some extent, is compare some of those answers, see what's changed throughout the state in terms of your activities with the RECOs, the Regional Care Collaborative Organizations. Are more of you contracted with Medicaid or not? How are you using your EHRs? We're not asking exactly the same questions because we've learned a few things in the meantime as well. We've talked to you and we know what some of you are doing. So we basically are just surveying our entire WWC agency population. So last time we had a really good response rate. I don't have the percentage here, but we had 40 out of 46 respond, and 35 of those completed their entire survey. So we're hoping to have a really good response rate again this time, maybe even better than we did last time. So that is kind of a little bit of the background. And we also are, anyone who's had a site visit with me or talked with me in the last couple of years, and I'm not sure what Ivy talks about on her site visits, but I'm always talking about our broadening focus, and Emily talks about this too, and I talk about our opportunities after this 5-year grant is closed, has ended, and that we're going to be reapplying with the CDC in about a year and that kind of thing. So we need to learn more from you about what's going on in your clinics so that we can be more strategic in how we plan for what WWC is in the future. And that's some of the things we're going to learn from this survey. So we posted this link. There's a little blurb in yesterday's newsletter and in the blog talking about this survey. Here's the link. If you and it's in the newsletter. We also have a worksheet. I mentioned previously that about 35 of the 40 completed the survey last time, like answered every single question. What we're hoping is that by giving you this worksheet this time that you'll be able to plan your answers, research them throughout your agency, and coordinate with the WWC coordinator and whoever else at your agency will know the answers, so that everyone who completes the survey or does the survey completes it in its entirety. We're also looking for one per agency. So what we want, I guess our assumption is that the WWC coordinator will either do that research and submit the survey or designate someone at the agency to do that. Timeline is, we're giving you about a month. Actually, we're giving you a month. Not about. So the survey is open now. You can go to it. It's a SurveyMonkey type thing. You've seen it many, many times from us before. And so, but end of business on March 16th, it'll be closed. We will send reminders. We may, we'll be asking you if you've done it and that kind of thing. And then please know that we will share the results either, every way we can think of, at HICalls, through the blog, through the blog and newsletter, and however else is appropriate. Okay. Now, I know this is really, it just got sent out. Some of you probably didn't even get a chance to read yesterday's newsletter. This is your opportunity to say, oh, yeah, I need to do that. But I know some of you may have already looked at the worksheet and have started gathering this information. So what we want to do now is answer any questions about this survey, about our reasoning or any of it. So you need to *6 on your phone to unmute yourself. I can. We trained them to do this. Did you remind them? Did we remind you? Yeah, we said that.
Just a reminder that you're going to do attendance via your progress reports now. But we love to see your names on the.
Good to know it's here. Hi, everyone.
So this is Emily. I'll just make a plug for filling out the survey. We actually ended up presenting the compiled results a variety of places, including to the CDC and nationally they were very impressed that we knew what was going on with all our agencies as far as healthcare reform, and we knew how many of you were billing Medicaid, and we knew how many of you had EHRs and were billing insurance and doing meaningful use and things like that. And so it's helpful for us on a broader level, but then it really does help us when we're kind of strategizing. What do we need to do? How can we help our agencies? It helps us get a better picture of what's going on and kind of who would be, if we're doing something only for EHRs, how many people have EHRs and who's not there, so.
Exactly.
Have any of you looked at the survey or completed it yet?
*6, we can't hear you.
This is Connie at Duck Creek, and I completed it yesterday.
Hey, Connie.
You win a
Hey.
sticker.
You
I'll
win.
send you one. Was it difficult, Connie, or was it all right?
Yes, I had to get my supervisor, well, actually the executive director, especially about the questions for the co-Rio stuff, because that's not my part of the job. So, yeah, there were a couple of tricky questions, but fortunately our EMR had also provided like percentages for each of the ladies screening per program, because we had already completed our UDS, which is actually our yearly systems data information that we do for the federal government, because we're FQHC.
Correct.
So maybe the timing was good for us.
It
Yeah.
actually was. That was good for me anyway.
Wow. We knew that.
Yeah,
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
You're welcome.
We do, so the question Connie referred to, I think, might be this estimated, just give us an estimate of your client, the percent of your client population that is on Medicaid, has private insurance, that kind of thing. And you do not need to go into your EMR and research that or anything if that, estimates are fine for that. If any of these questions turns out to be a burden, let us know. Let me know, either me or Ivy, and we will help you figure it out, or give you a pass on that question.
Does the survey allow someone to not move ahead on a question if they skip it, or does it?
No. No. What you're asking is, yes, so people can skip questions. How's that?
So there's no logic. There's
no forcing you to do anything. Not even giving us the name of the agency. But
you will fill it out.
But please,
Love us.
because that would be awesome.
Okay, well, we look forward to your results, and we'll make a note to share them with you as well. I think we did that last time. The basic of.
I think we had a hit call about it, so we will do that again when we have time.
Hey, Chris, this is LaDonna from Trinidad.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, I never got my survey.
Okay, we didn't send them via email at this point. It was just a link in the newsletter. Did you get the newsletter yesterday? Okay.
We'll put it in the newsletter.
I didn't get that either. I've been having trouble getting stuff. I had actually contacted, I can't remember his name, and he said he didn't know why I wasn't getting anything, but Ginger and I aren't getting the emails we used to from you guys, so I'm not sure why or what's going on, if we were taken off a list or something, but we're not getting our regular emails. We haven't gotten stuff from you guys for a while.
Uh-oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Look for us in your spam folder first.
Okay.
And the newsletter now has Emily's name on it, not
It doesn't,
WWC account. So if you see something from Emily, it's the newsletter.
And Grace just recommended adding, so it says my name, but it comes, does it come from the WWC account? It might go into your spam or something. What we'll do is Chris maybe, if someone else isn't getting it, she can forward it to you, and you can see sort of what the email, where it comes from. Because it might be something about that email address that is sending it that your server doesn't like.
If you go on the website, the newsletters are also posted there. So you can pick it up there as well.
Yeah. It's hard to remember,
thank you.
It doesn't come in your inbox. Yeah.
And it's not, we posted something about it in the blog. Are you getting the blog emails? Sign up for the blog.
Probably.
I don't think so. No, I don't. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that, so maybe I need to do that too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. If you are not getting the blog or the update and you want to be, please contact your program coordinator, and we have some instructions on how to sign up for the blog,
The blob.
which we put in the newsletter. But if you're not getting the newsletter, that doesn't help you.
No, it doesn't.
We can troubleshoot what's going on with the blog, the newsletter as well.
And on all of our emails, our name, citate, what do you call it? Signature. There's a link to the blog as well, so you can look at any emails you might have gotten to us, so you can click on there and pull it up.
Yeah.
Your mom?
So what are the other questions? We can have.
Thank you.
Okay,
Hey guys,
whoever just
mute
said
yourself
thank
again.
you, we can hear you. *6 to mute.
So we can answer questions that are not about the survey, if anyone has any. Just know Nick's not in the room, so we can't really answer any eCaST questions.
So yeah, any WWC clinical services or care
Or
coordination?
care coordination questions, yeah. They know it all.
All right, well,
There's a deadline coming up in March 15th, correct?
yeah,
April.
For care coordination grant program. For those of you who have answered on the 14th on your progress reports that having Medicaid women is an issue for your agencies now, it is an opportunity to apply for another grant opportunity that is a Medicaid eligible one, or insured women needing the same eligibility as WWC.
clinical services.
Clinical services.
Yeah, so
Right.
that deadline for applying is March
14th at noon.
And you can also apply, although most of you are probably already a WWC clinical services agency, but if you're not,
You can
there
apply
might be a
for
few
that.
of you, you can, there's a deadline for that, or if you know an agency in your community that should be also offering WWC clinical services.
And this is the last opportunity, this 5-year cycle of grant, to apply for care coordination. The opportunity does not could become available again in 2018.
Yeah, so our next round will be for contract. They'll be starting in June, July 2017. So, final year of our 5-year
Of our
grant
5-year
next year.
grant.
Final year of your 5-year contracts, or
4 years.
prorated contracts. Okay, any questions for us?
The new CPT code list went out yesterday in the newsletter and the blog, so you'll notice there are just a few changes. The biggest change is that WWC now allows the CPT code for HPV genotyping. There is not going to be a change to the BPS until the new fiscal year, but that CPT code is allowed. And so with that, we are going to have our medical director, Dr. Jan Shepard, provide a clinical webinar on May 3rd from 12 to 1 over the lunch period, and that's going to be on HPV genotyping. And so for those of you who are not signed up for the blog and may or may not have gotten the newsletter, I'll send out the save the date for this webinar in an email as well.
Well, thank you, everyone.
All right, short hit call today. We'll see you all here in April for our next call, and if you have any questions or anything, let us know. So April for hit call, May conference. We'll be hanging out a lot in the next few months.
Yay. Stay out a little bit.